Welcome back. So while I've been gone, I spent a lot of time thinking about the setup of my garage. And right now, it's not really set up the greatest to start a major project, and I really am itching for another project to start on. The Camaro is getting there. I got a few more things to work on it, but I have an idea for a project I really want to work on that I don't have the space. And first thing I got to upgrade, my workbench. Now don't get me wrong, this workbench has been painted, it's been cut, it has been melted. It doesn't sit level anymore. It's concave in the middle. I don't even know what I did to do that. I had two criteria I wanted to meet. First, need to have more storage. My toolbox has way too much stuff in it and it's becoming unorganized, and that's not okay. And then number two, it had to be bigger than my brother's workbench. Let's go unload it. Time to get rid of the old one. Yeet. And then with the new. The main reasons I picked this guy up, was because I was using it for my other business. Why I actually had this. I've owned this for about 5 years. It's been a good toolbox. It's definitely gone around to a lot of places. It's an Ultra HD made by Seville Classic that I picked up from my local Sam's Club. I'll put a link down below to my Amazon links for you to check it out. If you want to see, order one. Comes in two very large boxes if you don't have a Sam's card. Took about 4 hours to put together with me and a buddy. Wasn't that hard, just time consuming. As far as construction and the way it put the build quality and everything, it's pretty good for 450 bucks. I really can't complain. It's going to take out a lot of the home tools from my toolbox. I have modified this one a little bit. So there's a few things that we'll go over here in just a second. But as far as everything else, like the drawers aren't bad. Ball bearing, smooth, even with weight in them, not too bad. I'm not going to overload them with anything super heavy, but all my house tools with saws and electrical connectors and things like that just take up a ton of space in my other toolbox, they got to get out of there. They're going to come into this guy. Nice spot in the bottom. I have plumbed this for power. There's a power strip you saw probably in some of the B-roll. Biggest problem I have with this is it is not stable at all, and that's because I actually modified the wheels, raised this whole bench up about 3 inches because I was primarily standing at this when I was using it as a workbench prior, but I need to lower it down because it's way too high to use in a garage. By the time you add a vise and then clamp something in the vise on this, and I'm going to be welding up here with it, it's not going to work out. I got to definitely bring it down. There's a Seville Classic makes a few different variations. You see they actually have a workbench with 2 little drawers that they sell with a pegboard, but I already own this and I wanted more storage. Now the other option they have, which is actually probably is another option I really considered, was a wood top version workbench, no tool storage. That's just the open legs on the open the bottom. They have a 4-foot and a 6-foot length table, and it's just as thick. It's actually the same what I use as my desk when I come inside in my office that you'll see in my previous videos. It's super sturdy, holds up to 1,000 pounds on those work tables, and they sell a rolling cart with this style front that actually I was going to get that rolling cart with that workbench, and then I can take my stool, slide it under one side, and then the toolbox on the other gives me a little more storage, a nice workbench, and a place to put my stool. Because right now, I don't have a place to put it, but I own this guy already. It works great. It's just gonna be modified a little bit for what I'm gonna use it for now. Before I begin, I want to take a second and show everybody the difference in height that this makes. This is the factory wheel that came on this box, that came with it. This wheel that's currently on the box, it came from Harbor Freight. Modified it for my convention use I was using this for, but this guy is a lot shorter. It's a solid wheel, so this is solid polyurethane, which is not going to pop or anything like that when I'm welding above it, and it's going to give me a lot more stability from this box. So this box is working out great. I am super excited to have this back in my garage again. With the change of the wheels, definitely much more stable. Still a little wobbly, so I may end up anchoring it to the wall in some fashion that can undo it and redo it pretty easily. Not sure how I'm going to do that. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know when I do. As far as capacity, this thing holds a ton of stuff. I mean, I got my reciprocating saw in this drawer along with several of these boxes for all the drill bits and everything. Definitely going to make a huge difference on my storage capacity and organization in the garage so I can find things when I need it. So still got a long way to fill it up. It's definitely not full yet. Still cleaning up the garage to make all that happen. And be sure to subscribe because this right here is going to be a future upgrade for the garage as well. If you want to check out what it is, you know what you got to do. Catch you next time. Peace.